Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On second down, they'll run with White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
I got you.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The Patriots send out their punter. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The ball carrier.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
On the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Patriots.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a second-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead.
The point after.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Patriots 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First down, Kaepernick. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion. They
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. It'll have his man. That's Edelman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. 49ers 7.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking. Field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down now, it's White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey,
Now a give to White. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
A gain of a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down and around the 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Check. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming. Check 26. 11. 10.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the end. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brought down at the 26.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second and 7.
Garoppolo again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the 49er first down.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
To Tevin Coleman. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk.
And it's 3rd and short.
And 3.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Play action. Now Kaepernick. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
49er ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Garoppolo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Jonathan Jones.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
At the 40-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They keep it on the ground. White again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. This is White on the screen. Nifty footwork at the 45. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You'd have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
White, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. On a handoff, it's White. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The 16-yard line.
Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 5.
Kaepernick now to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? That's complete right side to Asiasi. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Folk connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Kaepernick looking to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
33-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The former number 3 overall pick in the draft out of Stanford 2017, Solomon Thomas just made a nice tackle there. Niners waiting for him to take that next step.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
4-yard gain on the play. And the 40.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's John Simon with a sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Patriots, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.